This is an extreme wide shot. The view is so far from the subject that he or she isn't even visible. This is a very wide shot. The subject is visible here, but is only just visible. The emphasis is very much on placing him in his environment.
This is a wide shot. The subject takes up the full frame, or at least as much as comfortably possible. This is a mid shot. It shows some parts of the subject in more detail while still giving an impression of the whole subject. This is a medium close-up shot. It is halfway between a mid shot and a close-up. This is a close-up shot. It's a certain feature or part of a subject that takes up the whole frame. This is an extreme close-up shot. It gets right in and shows the extreme detail. This shot is a cut-in shot. It shows some other part of the subject in detail.
An over-the-shoulder shot is a shot looking at a person over the subject's shoulder.
A shot of two people framed similarly to a mid is a two shot.
This is a naughty shot. It usually refers to a shot of an interviewer listening and reacting to the subject.
The subject of the weather shot is the weather. It can be used for other purposes, examples, backgrounds, or for graphics.
This is a reverse shot. It is a film technique where one character is shown looking at another character, often off screen, and then the other character is shown looking back at the first character. This is an eye-level shot. It is the most common view. Being the real-world angle that we all used to, it shows subjects as we would expect to see them in real life. It is a fairly neutral shot.
A high angle shows the subject from above. The camera is angled down towards the subject. This effect of diminishing the subject, making them appear less powerful, less significant, or less submissive. The low angle shows the subject from below, giving them the impression of being more powerful or dominant. The bird's eye view is a scene shown from directly above. This is a completely different and somewhat unnatural point of view, which can be used for dramatic effect or for showing a different spatial perspective. A view from below or an inferior position is a worm's eye view. Slant, also known as a Dutch tilt. This is where the camera is purposely tilted from one side so the horizon is on angle. The follow movement, the camera physically follows the subject at a more or less constant distance. The handheld movement, the camera is in an operator's hand rather than on a tripod or stabilizer. Zoom technically isn't a camera move, but a change in the lens focal length will give the illusion of moving the camera closer or further away. An arc is a shot the camera moves around the subject, somewhat like a tracking shot. The rule of thirds is a concept in video and film production in which the frame is divided into 9 imaginary sections, as illustrated on the right. This creates reference points, which act as guides for framing the image.
This is the 180-degree rule. It refers to keeping the camera position within a field of 180 degrees. This is headroom. It is room for the subject to move. This is lead room. It gives room for the subject to move. This is look room. It is room that shows where the subject is looking. This shot is nose room. It is the space between the edge of the frame and a person's face when it is in profile.